It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins, leader at quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10.
Pickett now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Pickett sets up play action. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. It's Townsend, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. It shoves him off at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus.
The first play of the game going to be intercepted. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that's a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Gets past one man, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Jarrett. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Looking to throw. Jarrett, and he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll try the left side. Townsend. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Pickett back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jarrett will swing complete to Jalen Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 40. Looking to throw. Jarrett. Short one here, caught by McBride. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Jarrett. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch, either covering with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run. Achane. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. To throw on second down. Jarrett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Trey McBride. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Here's Pickett on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Townsend, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about it right there? Work it in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On first down, it's Townsend. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jarrett. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On first down, Jarrett. Pickens on a slam. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the bootleg. Jarrett got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of it.
There he goes left side. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jarrett. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to McBride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw caught by Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Off the play fake. Jarrett. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. Touchdown, Dolphins. DK Metcalf. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 28-24 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The big gainer there in the catch and run, 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Townsend. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Complete on the crosser to Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Pickett
as they'll stop. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. Throwing on first down. Jarrett able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And that one all tied. We just watched a very good first half out of quarterback Kenny Pickett. He got out to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Looking to throw on second down.
Jarrett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jarrett.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Jarrett. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again. Jarrett. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg. Jarrett.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finds Pickens out right.
Touchdown!
George Pickens. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are back within a couple of the lead.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way. But you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. Pushing through the contact. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, back to Achane. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Off play action. Jarrett. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This will be fielded at the 17. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
To throw on second down.
Jarrett, a short one here, caught by McBride.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back to throw. Jarrett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Off the play fake. Jarrett. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Now Pickett.
And he'll find Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Townsend.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They work now on 2nd and 9.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jarrett. A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Jarrett, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Hill to return it. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Pickett now on 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Pryor has it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action, Pickett. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Tommy Trimble, the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, Townsend
Townsend.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Pickett.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Hall.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Townsend. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Throwing to start the drive.
Jarrett, he's got McBride here over the middle.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw on second down. Jarrett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
A good pick up there, 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it.
This is brought in by Brown. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a give, right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jarrett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Good touch and time here, critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Looking to throw. Jarrett.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And this returnable for Hill.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Townsend. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
He's going to air one out. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
To throw on second down. Jarrett. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Jarrett.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back to throw again.
Goes right back to McBride.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 3rd down, Jarrett caught on the right, and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So the Dolphins now down by 2 touchdowns, 25 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on these Chiefs, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Texans, and it's all up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 18 carries, 68 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On first down, it's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Moore, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Fields. That's underneath to Pierce.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on cuts in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Again, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce with career touchdown number 75. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Jackson now to return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Takes it to about the 37. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week.
The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Texans' 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Jordan Addison.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. Took the O, the option, out of the play. And immediately got to the pass.
7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. As they've got it as we resume action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass complete to Addison.
Nifty move. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jamison Williams
With career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year, but Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
8-yard pickup.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pacheco. pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Fields. Flush to his right. Trucks over it. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Here we go.
Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Shoves him away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are back within a score. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And able to get this out to the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And a first down, Chiefs.
Back to throw here.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
This is caught by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That time a 6-play drive.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields throwing again.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Fields on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fields now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. John Mechie, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. We got a strong first half out of the running back Isaiah Pacheco. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
He's got it at the 15, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Texans 17.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Another carry for Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact that you said we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
That is caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Okay, break.
He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Addison hauls it in.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Pacheco once more. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. They go again with Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields complete on the quick throw to Moore.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now is 2nd and 10.
Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On second down, here's Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Going for it with Pierce. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Leo Chenal there on the coverage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The same outcome on 3 straight plays. All runs of 4 yards. The last one gets him a first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. He'll drop to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Justin Ross.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Fields. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
That's another Houston Texans.
Now it's Fields.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out.
And the Texans get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
102 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And here comes the Texans now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On 1st down, Fields.
Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A give right side for Pacheco. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility.
Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
This is a guy who truly believed in himself coming out of Temple. He bounced on and off practice squads for 3 years without an opportunity. And his big break, it came in another league. The unofficial MVP of the revived XFL led his team to an undefeated record with 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions in a shortened season before the league folded. A little bit on the small side, but he showed in his journey outside the NFL, he has what it takes to lead a team.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
White's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Walker. Flushed out right. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Walker. He completes it right side and right. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 17. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buck 17-yard line.
They'll drop to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Walker. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
2nd and 6. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Walker. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Walker now. It's complete to Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
First down.
To the right side, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we've known coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a 2nd down throw for Walker. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Walker. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Niners at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They're really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He completes this to Walker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
Here's Walker.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now, 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take,
punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Walker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now he's going to swing this one out. Now White lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 2nd down and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Steps away to his left. There's a nice move. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Here's Walker.
And he's got his man on the out route. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen, a touchdown pass in the victory. Let's stay in the AFC East and head across the state to see what the Jets are doing at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory.
Okay,
We were certainly
Coach,
treated to an entertaining first half.
Play a
Both
big
these teams
role
with
in
some
this
high
third
points
quarter,
and maybe a
what's
couple
been
of low
tight
points as well.
contest so
So it's going to be a
far.
question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2 yards to go, second down. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They run again with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They go play action here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Opting to run again here with White. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Running out of the gun with White. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Walker now.
He's got White here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And now it's a bootleg with Walker.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Walker. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down up near the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Walker. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
First down, Walker.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
White running to the left.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Walker.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Drake Jackson
coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Now Hill to return it.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well, They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Here's Walker.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now Walker.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Walker.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Walker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And working out of the gun here, Walker.
Able to shake him off. And he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The dangerous Hill now to return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The Niners on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On the give, it's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Trying the left side with Walker.
Down right around the 25.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run again.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
On 1st and 10, Walker. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Walker now. Finds White. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Walker. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Walker. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. Now Walker. And this one too low.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. And it'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for San Francisco, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball.